Hi guys, Black Ops 7 is embarrassing according to Charlie. He's just posted this video with that title, and it's the highest performing video on YouTube for Black Ops 7 in the last week. And the game's just come out. There should be so much positivity and hype around it right now, but this is what's performing. So let's take a look at it and see what his argument is and where his sort of feeling that it's embarrassing comes from.
You're looking at a man who finally broke the cycle. Can you tell? I'm glowing. I feel rejuvenated.
Okay.
I broke the Call of Duty cycle. I already told you I wasn't going to buy this game, but I know a lot of you really thought that I was going to cave in and succumb to the beckoning siren song of Call of Duty.
So did he play it on
for some reason? So the game dropped. Stream chat was telling me I need to play it. I'm not playing it. But what I did see from Call of Duty's Black Ops 7 is a skibbity toilet boss fight. And that's all I need to know in order to feel vindicated that I made the right choice.
Okay, he's not playing the game. That's gonna mean that this is a slightly different video to what I was expecting. I thought that he'd played the campaign and just hated it, because I've seen a lot of reactions to the campaign being like, this is just sort of boring nothingness. But yeah, I'm curious where else this is gonna go.
Now, I have seen some positive impressions from people that are glazing the multiplayer, gushing grannies over the zombies.
Gushing grannies? I don't know if I would go that far. I think that steady on. But yeah, there's been some positivity in zombies, I'd say, some.
Even, and that's great. I'm happy that you're enjoying it. Me and your mother are so proud of you for enjoying yet another Call of Duty game. Yeehaw. Yeehaw. But I can tell you from everything I've seen, I know I wouldn't like this. So what the fuck is the point in me purchasing it just to be part of the same cycle every year that I have been for the last decade and so?
Honestly, I feel like so many people feel this way this year in a way that they haven't in any previous year in the last 10 years. Like, if you look at some of the worst years that we've experienced recently, like Vanguard Zombies, for example, I really don't think that year that people saw how bad Vanguard was and they went, you know what? I'm sick of this model. Like, I'm sick of this overall structure. I'm sick of this rhythm, this pattern of buying the game and then being disappointed and then having to rebuy the game and then being disappointed, etc. I just don't think that that was a real prominent feeling for a vast number of players until this year, where it really seems, to me at least, like the general player base have a significant portion of people who are just exhausted. Like, people talk about franchise fatigue all the time. I really feel it right now. I see it in my comment sections. I see it on Twitter. There's a real air of tiredness just generally about Call of Duty's entire business model. I think that's what he's kind of getting at here.
Some change probably, where I buy every new Call of Duty expecting something different, expecting something to change that's going to get me hooked on it again like I used to be back in COD 4 and Modern Warfare 2 era, and it just never comes. So I sat this one out, but I do still want to yap about a couple of things.
Okay,
definitely the skibbity toilet boss fight.
Okay.
But also, apparently, this one is very lazy, like even lazier than normal Call of Duty, in that it uses AI art in a few places.
I mean, I don't know if he's just unaware of this, but this has been a problem. Like, this is not a Black Ops 7 problem. This is a Call of Duty problem, because it was abundant last year as well. I don't know if you guys remember, there was so much AI art in that game, and it was blatant as well. It wasn't like AI art that you can't really notice at first. No, it was stuff that was just egregious, to the point that I'm sure the artists at Treyarch were all absolutely cringing in their boots every day walking into the office and seeing the use of that stuff. So this is not a new issue.
Apparently there's a big hoopla about like the Jin AI that this game uses, which is crazy for a $70 game, for a Call of Duty game, a AAA game, to be so fucking cheap that it won't even just use real art. That's kind of nuts. So I was yapping about it on stream a bit, blabbering there, so I wanted to show you a couple clips. They're using Studio Ghibli AI art. In Black Ops 7? Here, in case anyone doesn't know.
Wait.
Big spoilers. This is apparently the final boss. And it is literally a skibbity toilet boss fight.
Okay, we're looking at the boss fight first. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, for a zombies fan, you look at this and you're like, well, it kind of makes sense. They were doing big AI zombie bosses in BO6. So they were probably building the technology to do big AI bosses. And then they had it built and they were like, well, we have to ship Black Ops 7 now. We can do big stuff. We haven't done that much before. So let's do it. But yeah, if you're just like a campaign guy that wants like a grounded campaign with a bit of that Treyarch sauce, yeah.
Very cool.
It's funny also because we've just come off the back of Battlefield 6 having so much success doing the literal opposite of this. And then Treyarch's campaign, not even just multiplayer, bells and whistles, Nicki Minaj in the store, but the campaign is this whole hallucination. It's not real. It's all mind-bending, but in a way that's not just about sort of a sleeper agent, but actually it's about fighting massive giant monsters. I think that's sort of a sign that some of their, not even like art direction or narrative direction, but it's like a culture direction almost, that Treyarch might have slightly missed the mark for BO7 in terms of what the global gaming industry needed at this time, and the fact that there needed to be a bit of a reversion towards that kind of Battlefield-y, actual core, groundedness above all else sort of experience. And not even to be like a milsim, but just to go in that direction. This is the opposite of that. Like, they can decide not to do carry forward, right? And they can decide to change the pre-order skins, so those pre-order skins are less zany and a little bit more grounded. They can make those last-minute changes. They can't last minute be like, oh, guys, maybe we should make the enemies that we're fighting real things instead of hallucinated massive giants. Like, that was just a decision they made a long time ago that was clearly not what people were really wanting right now.
But yeah, I haven't looked into the AI stuff.
Yeah, I'm curious what he's going to say there.
Yeah, the Black Ops 7 Skibbity Toilet finale, baby. Call of Duty is back. Apparently people like the multiplayer, though. I have no idea. I haven't really seen any of the multiplayer outside of the beta, but this I couldn't avoid. Almost looks like a Destiny raid boss. Only in terms of size, I guess. The only mechanic it seems to have, from what I've seen, is this. And all you do is just pathetically, like, jump over it.
That is pretty funny, actually.
So it doesn't really seem like a Destiny raid boss in terms of design or mechanic.
Why the
all
zombies?
You do is just jump.
Why the zombies bosses actually so much better than that?
This is the most recent article.
Oh, it's from Insider Gaming? Okay.
Activision responded to the claims regarding the usage of Gen AI to create calling cards in Black Ops 7. The response comes in the form of an email statement sent to Insider Gaming by Activision spokesperson in the statement, which you can read below. The company says it uses a variety of tools, including AI tools, for the development.
Bro, they can't. No, they actually responded to the article to try and save face. And they said, like so many around the world, we use a variety of digital tools, including AI tools, to empower and support our teams to create the best gaming experiences possible. Ugh. Bro!
You don't say. Like so many around the world, we use a variety of digital tools, including AI tools, to empower and support our teams to create the best gaming experiences possible.
Just no comment at that point. Just you give no comment. The process
continues to be led by the talented individuals in our studios.
I guarantee those individuals hate
these fucking corporate statements, man. It's so useless.
Yeah.
It'd be so much better if they just said like, yeah, we use Gen AI, suck our dick. At least then it'd be like, oh, that's awesome.
Literally, dude.
You use generative AI for these calling cards just to save time and money. It's the only reason. No, this game is gonna still sell fucking 30 million copies.
Yeah.
You can hate the campaign, you can hate the skibbity boss fight at the end, you can hate the AI, but at the end of the day, 30 million people will still buy this game. It will not matter. And they know that. That's why they get so lazy and do everything for as cheap as possible. It's just gonna sell. There's another article with the AI art. It's literally Studio Ghibli art. You see?
Okay, yeah, I really need to see this, like, the Ghibli filter.
There's so many articles about this.
Because I don't recall that being a problem in BO6. Like, I don't think it was that particular filter. It was just, like, other stuff that was very obviously AI.
Showcasing some of it.
Oh.
Nice.
Oh.
Very cool.
Okay, it's not the yellow filter. I thought they were talking about that. It's just the Ghibli style. I didn't realize. Okay.
Certainly empowered the creatives over there at Activision. You can really feel the heart and soul. Awesome.
I will say, I looked through all the calling cards yesterday. There's some calling cards in there that are really interesting and they look really cool. And then there are others that feel so out of place. Like there's loads of random alien and UFO calling cards for some reason. And I don't know if that's something that Call of Duty does every year and I've just never clocked it. But they have a lot of stuff in there and I'm just like, why is this a direction that they went in at all? Like, do they just think that it would be cool to generate these kind of images? Are there artists doing it? Like, I actually just don't know, because it all feels so out of place in Call of Duty that I'm like, the decision making that would have led to this being them saying, yes, we'll use AI here, is almost equally as broken to the decision making of them being like, yes, let's commission actual Ghibli calling cards to be drawn by someone. Like, it's just so weird either way because it doesn't fit in COD. Like, I don't know what they're going for.
They could literally release this game with nothing but placeholders in everything except the multiplayer, and people will still pay for it, and it will still.
Honestly, that is actually something I personally feel very strongly about as well. I think that there is and I'm going to call you out here, right? Watching this video, I apologize in advance, kind of. But I think that there is a new breed of Call of Duty player that was never around back in the like older days of Modern Warfare 2, etc., etc. And they are people who just want to check boxes. Like, that is their entire gaming experience is, I want to do the camo grind. I want to hit max prestige. I want the box checking, right? I want the 100%. I want the completionist. And yes, that used to exist in the frame of like, you could get all the trophies or get all the achievements, or like 100%, don't get me wrong. And there were people going for max prestige back then too. Like, I'm not saying that doesn't exist in itself. I feel like with every year that's passed, and especially since Fortnite, we've really moved towards a world where to play Call of Duty day to day is to complete these arbitrary tasks that are not necessarily even fun. They're just things that the game says you need to do and you haven't done yet. So people just do them. And this is why every year I'm like, oh, I should do some camo grindy style videos because people would enjoy me just playing the game a bit and yapping while I grind camos. Like, I think people would enjoy those videos. I get requests for it all the time. But the issue I run into is that I do like 1 or 2 of those videos and then I'm like, man, I want to do literally anything else with my life right now. Because the idea of just doing the camo grind every year, like one singular time, okay, that might be an interesting journey to go through. But every year, I just can't stomach it. I cannot stomach it. And it goes back to what he was saying here about how if they literally released with just like placeholders of everything, but they had this whole system of like, get placeholder 1 when you do 100 headshots on this gun. Get placeholder 2 when you reach this prestige. And if they just did literally all of that, I think there'd still be millions and millions of people that boot up Call of Duty every day to just check their boxes. Like, it sort of blows my mind because it's such a different way to the way that I think about games. But also at the same time, like, this is my job, so I have a very different relationship with games to most people. And I don't get to just like switch my brain off while I play games ever, really. So that's part of why I feel the way I do. And there's no right or wrong answer here, to be clear. Like, I'm not criticizing anyone that likes the camo grind by any means. At the end of the day, if you're enjoying a video game, good. Like, that's what it's there for, right? But it's just something that I've seen more and more over the years, and I'm like, wow, I cannot relate to the satisfaction that you're getting from that. Like, that's just a personal problem on my part, I suppose.
Sell 30 million copies. Like, it could actually just be like 404 images and nothing else, but as long as the multiplayer's there with the same fucking regurgitated slop, people will still be excited.
I mean,
no matter what, Call of Duty legitimately is too big to fail. There will never come a Call of Duty that actually flops anymore.
Well,
Vanguard is like the closest thing to a flop, and that still sold, I think it was 25 million copies. Let me see.
Yeah, it still sold really well.
So I could be wrong.
No, he's correct in the historically they haven't had a year where it's been
Vanguard sold 30 million copies.
Yeah,
still 30 mil.
It hasn't ever
again,
flopped.
Does not matter what they do.
But that said, I think that this year is different. I think that there is a different energy in the air this year that I've not seen in Vanguard. I've not seen in previous years. And, I mean, I could do another video about this. If you guys would like me to do a video tomorrow or something about whether Black Ops 7 has underperformed, just generally, and is it underperforming day to day in terms of various measures? I could absolutely do that. Just let me know. Leave a comment. I'm also curious if you feel as drawn to Black Ops 7 this year, or if you kind of feel like it is a bit of a nothing burger year and you're doing what he's doing and you're just sort of skipping it. Because I also know that there's other people who are really loving the game. I was streaming it yesterday playing Ashes, and people were saying, yeah, this is like an 8 out of 10 for me, which is pretty good. So there's a real contrast in opinion. I'm having an okay time with it right now, but I'm definitely feeling the fatigue of the fact that it is just Black Ops 6.5 in my opinion. But even that people were disagreeing with me about on stream yesterday. So it's an interesting one. It's very divided, and I'm curious to get your opinions in the comments below on where you stand on that. But one thing is for certain, it is not a good look that the most viewed video on the game is this. That is just not a good look. And I don't think he's off base with a lot of the stuff that he's saying. I think that he's really representing a big cohort of people that do feel that way this year. So if you want me to do that, is Black Ops 7 underperforming video? Let me know. I'll link it on screen like right now, somewhere over there, if I do end up making it. And I'll see you guys later today and tomorrow for more Black Ops 7 videos. Bye for now.